the stone beneath my feet, where the demons fester and pray for our defeat. I see smoke on the hot wind shimmer, souls unrestrained in desperate need of a final hellfire to burn the past and set them free. Through the fear, through the heart that's broken, our world lies in wait for me. Every tear, every scar left open. This is the taming of the beast. Oh, this war you started. Oh, stitch this wound with bloodshed. You are my wicked victory. Draw me to the light, let the curse be lifted. We can rise above the roar, with the bite of every devil we've held before. Drown them out, let the fog give way to clarity. There is power in the strain of every drop I bleed. I am the venom and the cure. Take me through the fear, through the heart that's broken. Our world lies in wait for me. Every tear, every scar left open. This is the taming of the beast. Oh, in this war you started. I'll stitch this wound with bloodshed. You are my wicked victory. Victory! Pain subsides, sins unpunished, made pure beneath the knife. Cleanse and suture, the great divine. We seal our future in a place of white. Through the fear, through the heart that's broken. Every tear, every scar left open. This is the taming of the beast. Oh, in this war you started. I'll stitch this wound with bloodshed. You are my wicked victory.
Can you hear the sound in the silence? Relentlessly striking through the walls. What's it gonna take to erase my sins? When I've done nothing wrong, I've done nothing wrong at all. I've said it all before, but don't be surprised when you see me come alive. When there's nothing in between us. I wanna tell for myself. I wanna die for us.
What's up, guys?
The sky will burn so bright, for only you inside. I've become your shadow, your misery was mine. Tell me what it's like to be on the other side. dangerously. I'm ready to fall. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell
All right.
myself, I wanna die.
We are going to try and complete the story today. We are going to try and finish this today. To my knowledge, we got like 3 more panels. After this one, so how you doing, Comey, Baki, Beefy? Self-made pizza. Pizza sounds good. All right. Okay, so I have 2 of them like this, and then 2 more, so okay. All right, let's do this. Where'd you leave off? Ah, yes, on the eve of Saman, while the sun still hung in the sky. Saman Knights bind life with death. This is no mere superstition, or perhaps you could say it has long transcended superstition. Terran legends speak of countless great deeds and tragedies occurring on this very night, and such tales often put the date front and center. So long as innumerable legends can coincide on that day, and so long as the Taurans still remember, if only, oh damn it, I left my glasses. If only vaguely, to celebrate the harvest and light up fires on that day. It'll never be a simple change of season. Hold on, chat. I gotta go get my glasses. I left them in the bathroom. Sorry about that. Having glasses is a pain in the butt, man. It itself is the perfect footnote to add to any myth. Oh, and another thing. I don't suppose you'd mind if I gave the characters more fitting names, yes? More fitting names? You can't change the names of the characters in the story. What does she mean by that? The sun is leading westward. Have we yet to figure out how to go about this final confrontation? Loshni, why are you hiding in your room at dinner time again? Is Dad angry? No, but he will be soon. I'll be down soon. What's that on your desk? Nothing. The young red dragon tries to block her sister's line of sight with her body, but her effort is in vain. A small paper box sits on her desk, carefully lined with cotton. Inside lies a tiny foul beast, already dead, but still harboring a faint, lingering warmth. It seems to have broken its leg while alive. An unsuccessful splint, fashioned from the split stiff paper, now lies in pieces around it, accompanied by a few grains of wheat. This is the foul beast that sang at my window every morning. I don't know what happened to it, but I tried to save it, and I beg of you, sister, tell Dad I'm only feeling ill. I'll be on time for dinner tomorrow. I'll bury it in the courtyard tonight. So you're giving up? It's already dead. Is that so? Purple flames slip past the foul beast's feathers into its already cold body. The two watch as it slowly stands up, its broken legs stiffly propping itself up on the cot. All right, would you like it to fly or to sing a song for you? No, this isn't right. Not like this. Then why didn't you use your own flames on it while it was still alive? Your foul beast could have lived a much longer life. You do realize you aren't limited to how mediocre masses do things, don't you? But Mom told me to swallow my flames, hide them away, and never let them be seen. And who would see them in your own room? The young dragon looks away to avoid her sister's eyes, but finds her gaze landing on the foul beast standing on its cotton bed instead. Are you planning to play icebreaker games with peeps at any point? If you finish this fast, you'd probably squeeze in a game or two. I mean, I don't know how long this is gonna be, and if I do play it, it won't be today. Yeah, on its cotton bed instead. Purple fire burns in its eyes, and even the way it tilts its head is a splitting image of her sister. Or do we perhaps still harbor unrealistic fantasies for how this could end? Sister, you're covered in blood. Were you injured? Most of it isn't mine. The Duke's spy bled profusely. I'll replace your bandages. Where's the Earl of Warwick? He has work to do. Yes, so he says. And as always, you take him at his word. He even allowed the spy to discuss poetry with you while he works. I thought I'd be keeping Mom out of our origins, as well as anything related to Earl's vision. Everyone in this manor knows you never say a word more than necessary. That has never been something the Earl would bother to check. That's right. Had we let the spy escape, the Earl would still inevitably find a way to silence him in the dark, and we simply find ourselves bound by yet another chain called caution. I'm sorry, There's no need for you to apologize. Apologies have never changed a thing. She's grown up so much since she's been pretty much the other side of her sister, or the shadow of her sister. Like when she first was introduced, she literally was just listening to orders. Yeah. Once packed with guests, the long empty parlor's acoustics now amplified the sound of the bandages being ripped apart, making the atmosphere even heavier. These poems that Seamus Williams These poems by that Seamus Williams you've been so into. If you can remember them, why not recite a line or two for me? The Noble Red Dragon racks her brains for a verse that would not rouse her sister's rage. Perhaps something related to Tara, brave warriors, or even ancient legends. But all she can recall are verses that stand aloof from worldly affairs. The land is but a strange romance, the cause of its end lost to chance ill. I am but a wandering bard, well versed in lore from songs in the woods. She speaks a peek at her sister's face. Sneaks a peek at oh my god, I'm already stuttering. She sneaks a peek at her sister's face and sees no change. She plucks up her courage and continues to recite more lines. Only when she finishes both the entire poem and the new bandage with a delicate knot does she realize that her sister has already fallen asleep, encircled by meter and rhyme. Understood. I'm here. What's up, Hio Panda? I'm sad about Rebomento. It was just a copy of another game. There was nothing special about it. Or perhaps sister. Loshini, you've kept me waiting. What of your new friends? The wayward wake woman, or perhaps that lively nomad? With your presence, any obstacles preventing you from bringing them along should have easily been reduced to naught. They're in the city, but this is a moment to be shared by us alone. Indeed, it's cold out here by the balcony, so let us continue this in the corridor. A replica of where Lebriac died in Nesorsi. Why must you cling on to inglorious history and repeat it? I see you've gained a deeper understanding of the word Terra. But if history does not repeat itself, then how can we speak of breaking the cycle? It can be very different to tell us apart by appearance. But the moment either of us speaks, it becomes clear as day and night. Iblana only ever steers the conversation towards our own interests, while Loshini is ever the polite one. She get to the bottom of this and find an ending. Don't interrupt me, sir. I'm talking about the characters in the story. I'm sorry, Iblana. No, I'm quite glad. You finally accepted my invitation. To dance? Yes, to dance. I'll dance with you to the end, together. However, please tell me first. Last time we met, you said you couldn't afford to wait any longer. What exactly is going on? With that same smile of hers, the older sister stands at the end of the corridor while the younger sister clenches her hands together and hides in the shadow of a wall lamp, hoping the other party won't notice her heart wavering. Poor thing. She could have concluded this farewell so much sooner. You become frail, The flames of death must have their limits. Spreading them so far would certainly drag you down as after fire after fire blooms, just like Laborak back then. Am I right? I see. While that ghost fire may resemble mine, his temperament is closer to yours. It seems he's helped you quite a lot. At first, he only wanted to watch all of Tara burn. He was simply trying to keep it together, just like you. What's up, Jackal? The noble red dragon finally steps out of the shadows, walking forward to support her sister, who seems on the verge of being unable to stand, just like before. Is that so? At last you resemble your younger self, when you knew nothing of flames or fate, the you who tried to shield me. It's been a truly long time, Lishani. I remember it was when Miss Murphy next door passed away. You didn't like her, but fancied the beautiful bouquet of flowers in her coffin. So you used your flames to change her body's position. You saw scorch marks on the flowers and thought you'd be scolded, so I told our parents I was the one who did it. I even fabricated a story of how I opened and closed the coffin. And so you were scolded instead. How could poor mom and dad, who couldn't even hide the flames in that family in time, possibly have noticed? God, I don't know why this is so hard to read. Where's my water? How could poor mom and dad, who couldn't even hide the flames in that family in time, possibly have noticed the faint scorch marks on some flowers? Indeed. Is this why you've always been cowering? Would you blame every decision you've made in life on one unfortunate childhood experience? Ha. So tell me, sister, there's still time. I'll accompany you out to the citadel and into the square. Have the people return their flames to you. I'll walk through Tara's fields with you and gather the dead you've intentionally or unintentionally awoken with your arts, send them all to a peaceful rest. I'll recite poems to you while you're weak, until you fall asleep and wake up again. There's still time for all of that, yes? I trust you to keep your word. Your noble nature would be appalled at the very thought of breaking a promise. But what you just described would that make you truly happy? Or would that simply be enough to appease the Loshani Dublin, who did not even witness her parents' death that snowy night? Those beautiful fictions. Sister, love, poetry, dreams, those are all well and good, but it's time for you to wake up. Kill me. If you wish to end this chaos, that is the only way. Put on the crown and you shall become me while I become you. That's the one thing I cannot do. She knows that this is what she has to do, so why is she still hesitating? Just because it's her sister? Like, there's no avoiding it. She's making it harder for herself. She came back knowing this is exactly what she had to do. You'll have time to mull it over once I'm dead. I mean, yeah, of course you're going to care about your sibling, right? But at the same time, she came back to this situation knowing that this has to be done. And the longer that she does this, she's just watching her sister suffer at this point. She has to do this. You'll have time to mull over once I'm dead. She's been hesitating for quite a while. I guess it's the last time. think of doing it as easier than actually doing it. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, it's not, I think it's more so the fact that she's watching her sister suffer that would make it easier in my mind. The fact that she's just, she knows that she's become frail, she's not as strong as she used to be. This is her sister suffering. You could say that Reed was the real greedy dragon all along. I guess. Didn't you decide not to hesitate anymore? Oh my god. I guess I just read through her, I guess, huh? Too much poems? That romantic ending? Yeah. There's been no other choice for us from the moment you came back to see me. I read into that way, like it's just too obvious. The older sister's mouth curls up in an intriguing arc. Come, dance with me. This is the dance you've been looking forward to all this time. Why can't it be? The younger sister closes her eyes as she points her spear at her older sister, whose body is about to topple over. She grips her weapon with both hands. The sharp spear tip pierces the red dragon's body, but she stands unmoved, as if nothing happened at all, until her younger sister's hand circles her waist, and her body slowly crumples. Just like the end of a dance. Yes, I know. I should have known long ago. But why? Why must it be now? Then when? Don't tell me you prefer to stab my heart on a fine afternoon after meticulously dissecting every nuance of right and wrong with me. You return to me, and we dance this dance together. That's enough. I only thought if my sorrow and hatred were thrown into a suitable flame, they'd eventually become fuel for life to go on. Sorrow and hatred? So you admit it, Loshini. Your noble virtues have only hurt you in the end. Where is your fire, sister? I can't put out your flames just like that. Huh. You mean the people in the city? You will die, but not now. Your flames will be extinguished at your funeral, at your fire returning ceremony. But still, you ought to be dispelling death with scorching flames, rather than holding the hand of the dead and confessing your own inner turmoil, your own regrets. Otherwise, you will only ever be as you are now, letting go of your chance to save everything, your final chance. The red dragon loosens her grip in shock, and her sister's body drops to the ground as cold as it was before her heart was pierced. It's not blood, but purple fire that roars from the wound spanning her entire torso. It instantly floods the balcony and flows down the citadel. The noble red dragon rushes over the balcony, but the purple flames of death are even faster. Oh, this is not what they expected. Before her own flames can emit the tiniest spark of light, the purple fire spreads across the city, burning the whole of the Sorcy. Last time she looked out of this very spot, the flames were scattered like stars in the sky. When she had returned earlier that day, they coated the whole city with a cold and gloomy hue. And now, the Sorcy itself burns fiercely, just like every other restless corpse she's seen. This is not what she expected. Wait. Okay, so this was supposed to put an end to this whole thing. But instead it looks like it may have made it worse, right? Or did I misunderstand that? Or is it trying to get her to use her fire? It's trying to get her to use her fire to put an end to it. I would keep going. Shut up, call me. How far is County Hillock? Far. My sister must have known. Only the Elocutionist and his band of idiots would consider this plan flawless. Then why are you still following me? Oh, believe me, if it were up to me, I'd be taking a nap in camp right now. Why didn't my sister stop me? I don't know. Maybe she has high hopes for you. Well, that's impossible. She's never looked at me like that. When I agreed to be her shadow, she... Please, Harmony. Tell her I don't want to do this. That you don't want to go to County Hillock? Mm-hmm. And if she's in a good mood, could you also tell her that from now on, No, never mind. Fine. Can't hurt to pass it along, I suppose. Although it's not easy avoiding the Elocutionist's eyes and ears. Thank you. You should go. Before she gets bored. Harmony did not return until after they arrived at County Hillock. She knew what that meant. That night, when cannons roared and crystals bloomed, she lay on the streets of County Hillock, blood draining from her abdomen. She had not been afraid then. Instead, wait. She had not been afraid then. Instead, she felt relieved that she would die like any other person. Harmony? It's talking about Reed. How she was injured and oh, okay. But then she saw those purple flames on the tower not too far away. That was when she felt afraid. Afraid that the flames would overlook her. Turn her into another puppet like those on the street. Afraid that flames would find her and bring her back, forcing her to remain a shadow. She gazed into the fire, trying to find some hint of her future in it. But saw nothing but apathy. That which she feared most had finally happened. I'm going to stretch a little bit. The dead dragon lies on the ground. Behind her, Behind the living dragon, the wayward wake woman suddenly understands it all. Using this as like a little sitting back in my chair. She deceived you. This was the trap she was talking about. Oh no. No, she didn't deceive anyone. She set this all up, knowing you would never allow the entire city to die with her. She baited you into piercing her vessel, freeing her from bonds and freeing her bonds and allowing the purple flame to spread, burning us all to ashes on the eve of Saman. Why would she take such a risk for a festival that she never cared about? I'm affected by the purple flames too. I can feel the flames of death burning in my chest, colder than ever. So cold I'm growing number by the minute. So cold I'm growing number by the minute. It doesn't matter whether she's seeking domination over all of Tara or if she's simply gone mad and wants the city to die with her. It's neither. Tara already belongs to her. She was very much lucid. She... Nemos, is her body still there? I'll go check. Oh, the wayward wake woman's brow is furrowed. Perhaps she has never felt such malice in all her life, and as such has never harbored such resolve. Her body is... The sound of burning drowns out her answer. Whatever she's trying to do, Nesorsi is not fully gone. The fire returning ceremony can still go on. It must go on. I'm well aware. I'll inform the citizens that the wicked red dragon they worshipped is dead. What about Brigid? I've asked her to leave the city and find the wake woman. Or wakeman. And how are you going to tell people that Eblana is dead? With a coffin, that seems appropriate. Even coffins are in short supply, but she is not some nameless nobody. She deserves one. Is something wrong? No, I'm simply realizing how ugly the path she walked is. A path that even now waves at me invitingly. And is an invitation I have no choice but to accept. Go, Nemos. I'll buy you some time. You mean from the dark mist? Yes. If it wants to be a part of the Saman festivities, I will keep it at bay. I can hardly wait to ask the mist how to return the red dragon's flame to the darkness. How do you feel about that line? Now the ending of the dragon and her reflection is clear enough. The writer stands up with a start. Who are you, and what do you want? All I want is to finish the story that you would not. Didn't you say I was the type who liked to piece together the truth? We've gotten very close to it. This is enough. I'm leaving. If you won't tell the ending yourself, I suppose it falls on me. Okay, I don't know who this is anymore. First I thought it was Eblana, then I started to think it was Reed, and now I'm starting to think it's Eblana again, but Eblana shouldn't be here. Suddenly someone opened their eyes, causing a surprised reflection to let go of her hand. The dragon fell into the fire, burning bright, and the reflection hid back in the mirror. When the fire subsided, the dragon was gone, and the people were anxious, for they could not find their dragon. The reflection wanted to explain, find a way to bring the dragon back. Without the dragon, though, she can no longer leave the mirror. What do you think? You've been glancing over there at the newspapers, but not everything reported is a fact. The writer looks towards the door. He tries to imagine himself running out of the tavern, but it is such a preposterous proposition that he almost laughs out loud. If not everything reported is a fact, then he finally knows who this woman is and why she's here. He also knows that there's no escape. It's Eblana. It's not Reed. It's Eblana. Yeah, it's Eblana. But there's something else he realizes. Perhaps this is his chance to truly find the ending he had hoped for. No matter who she is, as long as the story continues, they are equals. He feels his spirit return. Okay, I don't care who you are or why you're here. That's no way to tell a story. You haven't given it an ending. All you did was extend an endingless story. But I have to know, did you really see a red dragon kill another? In the same sense that you saw a hero drag a giant metal skeleton to the square. A creative liberty, nothing more. Then take responsibility for it. So the dragon in the mirror accidentally caused her other self to burn to death in the fire. What next? What did the people do? What about the dragon in the mirror? What about you? Don't you have any ideas of your own? For the first time in a long while, the writer takes out a fountain pen from his pocket and grabs one of the playing cards on the table, tries to write something, but the tip of the pen has dried out from disuse. I need time. But if it can be connected, then maybe. Connected? Let me guess. You're talking about the last story that you published. The writer's pen scratches hard on the card. Finally, some ink oozes out of the tip. He's suddenly reminded of the words of Samus Williams. May death connect us with all legends. Samus Williams is dead, but he himself might, if he may be so impertinent, have a chance to be connected with the legends he wrote. He tries to scramble the poem on the card, but the pen leaves only broken, ineligible ink trails. Just maybe, yes? The writer sits back on the chair, his back even straighter than before. He suddenly feels an urge, the same one he felt after hearing Samus Williams' poem for the first time. The same feeling that had taken him down this wretched path, which seizes his chest and makes him want to sing, to yell, to create. You may have indeed solved a problem for me. As I said, what I've seen, what I believe, and what I've said all contradict one another. Thanks to you, though, they are finally beginning to converge. How lovely for you. Now, are you ready to start telling the third story? Of course. But I'll need your help. You'll need to pick up the narrative whenever I get stuck. This is my story, but it's also yours. It has always been yours. With pleasure. It's definitely Eblana. The writer's breathing is rapid, his face red. His fountain pen still refuses to write, so he throws it on the table. Yes, of course. Has he not seen enough of these things already? So what? He is a writer. He will soon find the ending of his story. Okay.
War.
A little break
Ever
from
inevitable.
reading.
Be careful. Don't get overconfident.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Wait, can they go through these? Yeah, they can.
I'm listening.
No problem. Who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Confusion and intimidation are my tactics too. I've got an idea. Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
It is but a flash in the drift of time. Fear not.
Signals set. Now we'll see them.
Don't keep better match your step. Grief ever echoes in our souls.
Don't keep me waiting.
Dew falls heavy, frost bends low.
This is the strength of Iberia.
Magma will dredge up Originian bands. Keep your distance.
Vermin.
Within sheet, your hostile intent is all too clear. Solidify.
See you later!
God, this is too much.
Yielding is not an
Okay.
option.
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。
Signals stable. Now we'll see them.
Solidify.
Awaiting order.
Loud and clear. Let's go!
Solidify. Beyond self, your hostile intent is all too clear.
Ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase. The new.
This will be over soon. Beyond substance, the spirit. Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? Your hostile intent is all too clear. Solidify.
Okay.
Where did I go wrong?
I could have probably still completed that, but I didn't like that. I don't like how slow that is, so.
Don't keep me too long. Let's get this over with.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord.
I'm in a good mood today. I'll give you this one I've titled Bones on the Sand.
we'll see them.
Leave it to me!
Entendido. Your attacks are all within my calculations.
Forward. Solidify.
Loud and clear! Hiya!
No problem. Now we'll see them.
This battlefield would do well with a splash.
Solidify. Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Entendido. This is the destreza of Iberia.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Why does it feel like it's taking longer?
Solidify.
Toxins and traps are my tactic.
Yielding is not an option.
I've got an idea. I've swallowed up.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
I'm no longer worried about that side. Now this side I'm worried about.
Melt away. Light, thriving stone.
Yielding is not an option.
Okay. That shouldn't have taken so long.
Good timing.
Just who are you
Wait,
weaklings
huh?
going to stop like that?
What's happening?
Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry. I've got your back.
Mission accomplished.
How did I survive that?
There was a mother who once ruled a kingdom until her crown and her family were taken by her foes. The mother had a powerful daughter who then made a pact with the dark mist in the dark woods to drive out their foes. The daughter reclaimed the kingdom for her mother, returning the promised peace to the dark mist. The mother was to host a grand coronation for her daughter, but the daughter died mysteriously right before the event. Tremendous woe and then rage engulfed the mother. Her zeal to avenge her daughter was so fierce that the entire kingdom was scorched by her vengeful fire. Until that fury disturbed the dark mist, who had just returned to its resting peace. The dark mist demanded that the mother cease, or she would be dragged into the darkness. But in her grief, the mother remained convinced that the dark mist was the one who had taken her daughter. A desperate battle was then inevitable. The mother determined to risk her life.
See, Chaotic, this is how you read. Tell them that so they can continue reading for me. Nemos, read. At the city gates, the nomad looks back at the citadel in the distance one last time. She resists the urge to turn tail and flee at the acrid, burning smell. She knows what it signifies. She knows she should do as Nemos says and leave the city to seek the Wakeman as quickly as possible, regardless of whether Loshini is successful. But despite the urgency in Nemos's voice, she did not sound like she believed things would take a turn for the better, nor did she believe that Bridget could convince the Wakeman to come. Bridget could smell the same burning smell coming from Nemos. It reminded her of the obsessions that only the dead could have. Who are you waiting for? Death? Are you just waiting for it to pat you on the back so that you could have a nice little race together? Who is that? Oh, I forgot you could hear me. I can hear you. I can even sense your presence, but I can't see you. Leave the city, outsider. You're an outsider too, by the sound of it. Naturally, consider it advice from one outsider to another. Live, Bridget. Nothing is more important than being alive. And this city will be dead by sunrise tomorrow. Listen to Nemos. Find her kinsman. Run as far as you can and never look back. You're right, I should go, but I will be back. Back? Huh. Stubbornness and stupidity are really hereditary. You're going to come back after she's tried hard to get you out of here. So you also think it was just an excuse to keep me safe. What else could it be? You really think you can sway those wood brains? Maybe if you waited for spring, one of their brains would sprout and they might come with you to the dark woods. I don't like the way you talk, invisible brother. What did you call me? Brother? You have a burnt stench. But other than that, you remind me of the nomads. No clue how you're related to us, but it feels right. Let's make a bet then, Bridget. A bet on whether you'll be back tonight before Nesorsi is burned to the ground. I say it's impossible. That's not what you really want to bet on. Oh yeah? Then tell me what I'm really thinking. I want you to prove that you're right. That nothing is more important than being alive. You think I'll choose survival in the end. But whatever, you're on. What are you waiting for then? It just doesn't feel it just doesn't feel fair. If you win, I'll live for the rest of my life in regret. But if I win, it doesn't really matter to a bystander like you. How about this? If I win, you go back where you came from. And where do you think I should go back to? No idea, but not here. This isn't your home. You sound like you've been betrayed by the city folk here before. But you still can't bring yourself to hurt them. You act like you want to see them reap what they sowed, but didn't sound happy at all when you talked about the city burning to the ground. Honestly, you're the most struggling person I've ever met. Enough. Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. Someone who could read right through him even though he can't see him. Oh, that's crazy. Very well. If you win, I'll return to where I belong. But just coming back here to die won't cut it. What else do you need me to do then? Deliver a message to those wood brains outside the city. Tell them, ancient tongue. It's been 600 years. Nobody's blaming you anymore. Go do your jobs. Oh, and one more thing. What could that mean? Ancient tongue curse word. You stupid wood brains. What word could fit there? What? Pass that on to these fools verbatim, especially the further filthier bits. Did you get all that? Need me to repeat myself? No, the elders sometimes speak that language, so I understand it more or less. Then go. What are you waiting for? Was all of that just so you could tell me this? Just get moving already. The golden-haired nomad takes a deep breath and runs away from the city. Ah, they got it right here. Her ancestor, whose figure she never saw, stands in place, unmoving. That stubbornness and stupidity really are hereditary. Yes, it means tongue. Ancient tongue. Nemos turns to leave, while Loshini looks towards the dark woods. The sun has set beneath the horizon. Curfew is about to begin. In the distance, she sees the dark mist spreading from the forest towards Nasorsi, thicker than ever. Made it in time. She raises her spear towards the mist outside, lighting a bright yellow spark in the city of purple. As though receiving some kind of message, the mist slowly rises until it's level with the flame at the tip of her spear. Yes, come here, where it's warm and bright, where there's still life. Yes, over here. What, you want to pretend I don't exist again? I won't let you. This light will never go out, not until true darkness falls. Attracted by the flame in her hand, yet unable to approach, the mist begins to flow through the streets. Soon it returns, but this time her flame can neither draw or repel it. There's a cacophony within the mist. She feels as though everything has gone dark all of a sudden. The dark mist has come. Is this your answer? Yes, this is my answer. It is incomplete. It still needs time. Time is your enemy, not your friend. We'll see about that. Deathly fires have not yet completely transformed the people into walking dead. They're still alive. There's still time to return the flames. And you're not going anywhere until Nemos awakens them. Ridiculous. Ridiculous? Maybe. Maybe my strength, my wisdom, and my arts are so insignificant that to you, that it seems ridiculous. But I have my resolve. Nemos drags the coffin through the corridor. The red dragon's remains do not burn. They simply lie there quietly. This is how death should be. But Nemos seems to hear the ethereal voice laughing in her ear. Without hesitation, the wayward wake woman lifts the limp body and tosses it into the coffin. This coffin, Red Dragon, is your final resting place. It's where those like you belong. So, where are you now? Are you still watching us from somewhere? With that twisted smile of yours? But this vessel, at least, is beyond your reach. Otherwise, you'd have burned me to ash by now. And this spear, which never left your side, how many times have you breathed your flames from it? How many others like Cullen have been your victims? You don't even know the answer, do you? With great effort, Nemos lifts the spear and thrusts it into the coffin. Flames from its tip engulf the coffin in an instant, spreading along the rope, connecting it to Nemos and merging it with purple fire on her. A deathly cold runs through Nemos' body, but she could hardly feel the temperature at this point. You're mine now. I'll finish what Cullen started. Let's go to those lowly, despicable places that suffered from the war you stole a victory in. You will be seen by all. Your death will be seen by all. They will know that you are dead. That the proud, imperious Red Dragon is dead. Here lies Eblana Dublin, in the coffin covered in freezing flames. But what will they do then? I pray that your death will wake them up, of course, as Loshni hoped. That they'll know that the era you represented is over. That Nasorsi will escape this calamity. That Tara will not celebrate its rebirth with the death of a city. Your fire must have gotten to my head, dragon. Why is that I suddenly feel like the other ending, where it all ends in destruction, isn't so bad? Someone else may have killed you, but this is my revenge. The coffin remains silent and Nemos no longer speaks. Silent, delirious, and determined, she drags the burning coffin down the stairs, making a point to let it hit each step on the way down. That's cold. That's cold. It sounds like withered mockery of the dead.
No matter the
That's
sins,
cold.
all will fall
She
to
wants
ashes
it.
with the lives
She wants her
at
to
the
feel
end of
every
time.
bump. She goes down the stairs. That's crazy. Okay, we have 2 more and then 1 more of these. I'm gonna stretch because my leg is killing me. So give me a second. That was about an hour of reading. Just give me like a quick moment to stretch, walk around the house a little bit, and I'll be right back. We're finishing this today. It's personal. That's crazy. She's like, you're gonna feel every one of these steps. Every single one. Refill water if needed. That is actually a really good idea. I will do that too. Refill water if you need the final battle stage. I mean, he reads everything around my message and still thinks it isn't. Wait, you said there's 2 of these and there's 2 of these. What did I misunderstand? Yeah, so I have 2 more stages. I have 2 more stages to read. I didn't say this wasn't the last boss fight. I said there's 2 more stages. I said 2 stages in the story. Well, that's not what I was thinking. That's not what I meant to say. I meant 2 stages, meaning this and 1 more to read. Yeah, I'm not misunderstanding anything. I understand that this is the last boss fight. I didn't say anything about a boss fight. All right. Y'all tossing words in my mouth and shit. Like, come on, man. Demos drags the coffin out of the citadel. Not a single soul is in the square with the statue. Curfew has begun, but she drags the red dragon's coffin over as the draconic flames burn with her own body. Wherever she goes, the darkness retreats. Once she moves on, it reoccupies the space. Ha, Colin, I envy you. No one could have slept through this, you dragging that colossal statue, forcing them to come out to see what's going on. What about me, Cullen? What am I supposed to do? Do I have to keep shouting, the red dragon is dead, as I walk through the street? She lifts her head to meet the statue's eyes. The violent flames dancing within his pupils do not answer. She recalls the song she sung for the dead with the wake woman, or the wakeman, all those years ago. Those from the city would also join in, if only for those first few lines. I hope you all remember the ancient ballads, Tarans. So, Red Dragon, which song should I sing to announce your death? How about the blasphemous? Is that blasphemous? How about the blasphemous Tim Finn's Wake? Would you enjoy a funeral where people get into fights, splash whiskey on your corpse, and then you wake up after smelling the alcohol? Forget it. No one wants you coming back to life. She casually sings another song that pops into her mind. The black clouds shroud the marsh and valves. The cold wind shrieks through the mountain hills. At crack of dawn, I see a traveler who asks me the way to the golden field. The wayward wake woman sings with a hoarse voice, dragging the burning coffin towards every inhabited part of the city she's familiar with. She stops at every house, making sure that the purple flames reflect in their windows, that the elegy is heard inside. The more she sings, the more intimately the flames envelop her body, overwhelming her sluggish senses and making every step feel like torturous labor. She's gonna die, man. I knew the moment that I spoke that I wanted her as a character, I was fucking up, and that she was gonna end up dead. But it also lets her hear even the smallest snippets of speech from every window. Taran language classes, Kyrian, that can't possibly be free, right? At that price, well, it's doable as long as we cut down on the wine. Shut up, Beefy. Bloody hell, Kyrian. If I helped you more back then, could you have escaped the Victorians? Damn dark mist. If the red dragon won't drive it away, I'll do it myself. The black clouds. Oh my god. Why can't I say these words? The black clouds shroud the Martian vowels. The cold shrieks through the mountain hills. Why can't I say these words without stuttering? It's actually irritating me. The black clouds shroud the Martian vowels. The cold wind shrieks through the mountain hills. At crack of dawn, I see a traveler who asks me the way to the golden field. Who is that? Nemos? No, I'm not singing that. What's she up to, singing in the middle of the night? And what's that she's dragging that burns so bright? Darling, even if you want to help the Taran cause, surely you don't have to join the army. Fine, I'll wait for you to come home for the day we win our freedom. Finally, some quiet. Going on and on about your hand hurts when your whole arm is already gone. And it's not like screaming about it's going to get you any medicine. If it was going to be like this, I wish you'd never come home. I'd rather spend my whole life missing you. I said to him, poor chap, even if I don't know how far you have to go. But if you wish, I'll go with you for a bit, towards the golden field. Isn't this a funeral song? Those purple flames, who is it mourning? Yeah, they're starting to get a hang of what's going on, huh? What, the enemies have entered the woods and are right outside the city? I can't sit back and do nothing, Nemos. Where's the army recruiting? I'll take my weapons and go. There's neither light nor any voice behind this window. Turn right and pass by the palace, cross the river of fine wine. I'll share a cup by the riverside before we return to the Golden Field Road. Miss Nemos, will you be moving in with Mr. Cullen after the war's over? I was hoping there'd be someone other than me to cook for him. Poor Theo. Perhaps the most important thing to do before Her Highness returns is to repair the workshop door. I hope you find that golden field and a home in flames you'll never yield. I'm sure you won't hesitate then and complete your trip to the golden field. Awake woman on the brink of death, who does she think she's going to rouse with those songs when she can't even wake herself up? But whatever happens, Bridget, oh silly child of my distant bloodline, don't come back. The city isn't worth your life. Nemos walks towards the last street she has yet to visit. She has been through practically the entire city and heard the shimmering restlessness behind every door, but none of them have opened. The wayward woman gradually loses her grasp on her senses as her voice grows weaker. She has sung every song she knows, even the blasphemous Tim Finn's Wake, from start to finish. She only has one song left. She did not want to sing it, but now she has no other choice. I stepped into the dark woods one morning, calling the mist to roar, to whore. Mists of whore. I trod upon the road, heading out to war. I'm not singing it. Nemos? Emma. I almost couldn't recognize you. You're still... I'm not doing good, Nemos. I'll be dead soon. I just want to let him lay in bed and stop breathing. My joints hurt, my throat's burning. I'm even seeing people who aren't with us anymore. But I heard your song and saw the coffin. I'm on death's door already, so I figured, why not come and see? Where's the dark mist? Maybe in the forest. Maybe in the city. Maybe right behind us. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care either. One question, Nemos. I need you to answer before I can die in peace. Inside that coffin, is that truly our red dragon? Emma stands on her porch, staggering as if ready to collapse at any moment into a pile of kindling, to burn in despair and return to dust. I put her in the coffin myself. Why did she die? Who killed her? Who? Emma's feeble but angry voice echoes the empty streets. Who? The echoes linger. Nemos turns to look around to look. The streets are still empty, but she knows where the echoes are coming from. Behind every closed door is a pair of bloodshot eyes hidden away, just like the ones on Emma's face. Nemos turns again to look towards the towering citadel where nothing remains within. You guys still want revenge? That's right. As long as we can move, we can avenge the red dragon. Nemos turns away in despair. She stops singing her songs and merely hauls the coffin step by step towards the square. Wait, Nemos, wait. How many times must I repeat myself, Mist? Eblana is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Her body lies in a coffin Nemos is dragging through the city. The people must know she is dead and return her violet flames so their bodies will no longer burn. Wishful thinking. She did not gift those flames, she merely started the fire. Everything the red dragon promised will be lost because of you. When she ever cared about honoring her promises? But if that's all that matters to you. Loshini retreats step by step until there's no room for her to move any further. Only then does the fierce flame burst from her spear tip, melting the coldly lit vegetation. Know that only the red dragon stands before you. Whatever she's promised you, the only way you'll get it is through me. Do you hear the doors opening in the distance? You must have. Nemos aside. The first resident to break curfew has already opened their door. So for their sake, as well as the hundreds more who would take to the very same streets, you must remain here. Before my answer to Nesorsi is deemed a failure, before the people here are reduced to shambling corpses bent on tearing the dark mist apart, you have no right to take the lives of anyone trespassing in the dark. What arrogance. You call this arrogance? If Tara needs it, I can be far more arrogant than that. The red dragon speaks no more, and the flames of life burn brightly atop her spear. She steps forward with her back straight, no longer dodging the ice-cold branches, but allowing them to lace her body with bloodied scratches. What the fuck is that? The juxtaposition of the giant statue with two tiny figures makes them seem like ghosts. But somehow Nemos can also feel the presence of others besides Emma. In fact, they seem to have crowded the square, as if the whole city is here. They're all watching and listening, lit up by the strange purple glow from their Originium lamps. No, it's more than a glow. Their bodies are burning purple. The one who killed the red dragon is... Nemos knows they haven't changed a bit. They're still waiting for her to utter a name they can curse and then destroy. Or maybe they will even destroy themselves. Loshini? No one would believe there were actually two red dragons. Who else then? Who else could possibly kill the dragon who seemed to toy with life and death? Before she could stop herself, she has a thought. Why not just say it was the Dark Mist or the Victorians? Revenge indeed. Let those lunatics dash into the mist and die in the red dragon's name. Let them fulfill their desire for vengeance. And let this violet city die. It was born in disgrace, and let it die in madness. Yes, die. Let everyone who stayed perish, just like those who left and went into the dark mist. I stepped into the dark woods one morn, calling the mist of ore. Nemos turns to look at the colossal dragon's skeleton sculpture and recalls that recent evening, awash with confusion and sorrow. What was he thinking, the man who dragged the statue into the square? What song was he singing with it in his heart? Was it the song they taught Theo when they rescued him? What feels like centuries ago? At this moment, the last bit of her sanity scratches the answer from the fiery clutches of rage. The answer that has been fluttering around since the beginning of the story. The answer to the red dragon, to the sisters, to the mirror and reflection, and to the flames of life and death. Cullen. If it wasn't you to throw his life away protecting these people, the one who killed the red dragon is no other than the red dragon. It was herself. The woman before Nemo stares at her blankly, as if she did not hear her words. Straining her entire being, Nemos yells at the whole city. The red dragon killed herself. She never intended to light the flames within your bodies, but she did not want you to burn into cinders, so she offered her own life instead, to protect you from death. And yet, must you exact a fruitless revenge? Must you destroy everything she gave her life for? The city falls silent as the purple flames flicker, leaving only the dark mist lingering restlessly at the gates, as if waiting for its hesitant prey to step into its domain. You're saying she killed herself so we wouldn't exact revenge? Then what do we do now? The onslaught of questions from the residents sends Nemos' head spinning. Bloodshot eyes that did not shut from the news of the death instead ask her questions. Grinding teeth that did not relax from the news of death, instead asking her questions. Clenched fists that did not open from the news of death, instead ask her questions. Silence, tension, confusion. Their revenge was rejected, overruled by the red dragon. So where should their sorrow go now? Niels, my unborn child. The red dragon. Someone tell me. Emma? If even revenge is out of my hands now, then what else can I do? I have nothing else. The war took everything from me. How am I supposed to live on? Tell me, Niels. Tell me, Red Dragon. Anyone, just tell me quickly, how am I supposed to live on? Or should I just go to you instead? Emma, no. Isn't this the only path left for me? I stepped into the dark woods one more, calling to the mist of ore. Niels, is that you? Are you finally back? I trod upon the road, heading out to war. No pipes a singing, nor battle drums a roar. Only the bells behind me, through dew and fog, their rings do soar. Stop singing. The song snatch kneels away from me. Why do you still sing that song, nomad? Emma seems lost to madness, until a soft voice sings the same tune, but with different lyrics. The night-bind laborer is led by a wake woman as they slowly walk into the square. Again through the dark woods. I said stop singing that. Wait, again? May it be presumptuous, but I tried writing a new verse to this song. Because I don't want our brave loved ones to just leave us, to never see us again, to be eternally lost in the mist, just like we are. Again through the dark woods, parting the mist of ore. Our gallant, dearly departed, my heart so sad and sore. And so, in my dreams I go, lighting bonfires in the woods, not to reunite, but to light the path you trod with fog and dew. Not to reunite, but to light the path you trod. A tear trickles down from Emma's eyes, streaking across her shallow face. Sallow face. Return it. Return your flames and the blessing of the red dragon. Return the flames. If I return this blessing, this fire back to her, will it light up their path? Return it, and the wandering departed will also return the flames and rest in peace. No, I don't want that. I just want to see him again. If you die as you are, you will only brush past each other in the fog again and again. Then what should I do? Live on. He chose to walk into the mist so you wouldn't need to be lost within it as well. Return the fire to light his path. And then let the years pass. Let life begin anew. And when your hair is white and he learns his wishes was fulfilled, only then will you meet again. The woman brushes her face in her hands as she kneels on the ground, tears streaming down her fingers. Moran has her Moran has her candle. The candle flame turns purple the moment she takes it between sobs. Wakemen and refugees slowly sing their way through the city like a tiny stream left behind after a night of rain. It is by no means a clear stream, nor a turbulent one. It is a miserable, muddy trickle flowing down centuries of painful history, carrying dust and blood, and about to run dry. But it is this murky bitterness that reveals the city's true self in a gloomy night. Nights of falling asleep gripping old photos, mornings awakened by phantom pain from amputated limbs. Now empty houses fell to ruin, while those fortunate enough to return home were greeted only by orphaned dolls scattered across dusty floors. The doors are opening. They are. People flooded the streets like a burst dam, pouring into the square. Some leave their homes with candles in hand, while many more follow Emma's lead and take one from the wake woman. That timing on that OST was crazy. The flames still burn purple, but seem to have softened and bear there a bit of warmth. Finally. Place the red dragon's coffin at the statue's base, Nemos. It seems Nesorsi will witness a grand fire returning ceremony tonight. You should be the first, Nemos. Me? But this is her funeral, so are you sure? It is more than just hers, is it not? The wake woman looks around, trying to pinpoint the shadow of a stranger. But even if the ghost wasn't trying to hide from her, she has no way of tearing the long overdue words of forgiveness from his mouth. Now we're even, Woodbrains. Nimos takes the candle from the wake woman and bows before the burning coffin beneath the dragon statue. Rest in peace. She deliberately neglects to mention the name of the departed. She places the candle before the coffin, no longer able to stop her tears from crashing into the flames. Violet fire instantly rises up into the sky, spreading from the coffin to the entire statue. The entire sculpture is set ablaze. Holy shit. The crowd places their candles down beside the statue, and people return the purple flames to the one who granted them their hue. Some are silent, some call the red dragon's name, but many more chant the most precious things they had lost in the war. Tears fall like rain. The suppressed, the promised, the twisted, the incited. Tears wash away the flickering, hollow pageantry, revealing only the sorrow of lives crushed to bits. Crude, sharp, turbid, and stuck in their throats. Only now does their sorrow manage to cry out. The rain of tears converges into a stream of songs, pulling around the statue as raging blaze evaporates it all, until even the citadel behind the square is engulfed in flames. As I said, this is my answer. The mist does not reply, but after a long time, Lushni hears a deep sigh. You made this choice yourself. And it dissipates. She succeeded. The dark mist dissipates like awakening from a dream, and Lushni sees real black clouds above her. She heads towards the square. She goes to return the fire to the dead. She walks the whole way from the city gates to the square. Every living resident gathered before the burning statue. Soaring purple flames have already taken over one side of the citadel. No one is able to approach, so Lushni gets all the space she could want. She should work from here too. It should work from here too. Ablana, may Tara never need your flames again. A small blossom of fire flies from Lushni's palm. She does not know if it conforms to funerary tradition. It is simply an act of instinct. The bright yellow flower flutters into a purple blaze. Lushni stands quietly, as the other fire returners have done, but the fire does not die out. The purple fire still lights up half the sky until everyone has returned their flames. Through iridium lamps on their waists remain an ice-cold violet. Lushni finally realizes at some point the giant dragon, still aflame, has stopped right before her. She meets his eyes, Ablana's eyes. Still not giving up, Ablana? Very well then, I'll play along with you one last time. Lushni's spear tip flares up as the giant dragon flaps its wings and charges towards her. And of course, that's where the boss starts.
War, ever inevitable.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too. I've got enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Now we'll see them.
battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Not one step forwards.
Signal set. Let's get this done quick.
Give it to me!
Oh shit, it's actually a dragon.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles.
I will sink your corpse
Oh
into
dang, I
shadow.
thought it wasn't dead
No
yet.
one will find it. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Why did it have to be these freaking eggs, man?
Good timing.
Loud and clear! Hiya! With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks.
What the heck?
Signal stable. Ready for action. Who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Yo, she's carrying. Oh, I don't have anyone to get rid of that.
Those
Oh, that
particles
sucks.
have no place here. I'll send them away.
Oh,
Don't
wait.
worry about me, Professor. I've scaled a
Oh, she
lot
does
more
handle
volcanoes
elemental.
than you can
Okay.
imagine.
Yes, sir. If you want to hurt my friends, you have to go through my shield first.
No tardará mucho.
No.
Awaiting order.
This is the strength of Iberia.
Dags att välja vårt byte.
No.
Entendido.
Stay calm. Get out of my home. What do you need of me?
Yeah, you're done, so.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
I don't understand this mechanic just yet. Wait, you're gonna go down there? Okay, this might work.
timing.
Ooh.
Relax. I'll always help you out.
Probably should have retreated her earlier.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Use her to stall. Yeah, she's gonna just keep healing. So I can stall here.
Stay calm. Get out of my home.
Got it. If you want to hurt my friends, you have to go through my shield first.
I think I'm okay. 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 I think I'm okay.
Stay calm and make your move. No need to worry.
No!
I got your back.
I'm listening. I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
What do you need of me?
This battlefield would do well with a splash.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
I know what to do. Don't order me around. Forward.
Relax. What? You think you're a better robber than me?
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Loud and clear. Let's go!
Okay, if he doesn't die this time, then there's something I need to do here.
This will be over soon.
Don't go too... Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
What?
This will be over soon.
I don't get it.
Listening. I know what to do. Don't order me. This will be over soon.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Got it. If you want to hurt my friends, you have to go through my shield first.
Good timing.
Solidify. Yielding is not an option.
Stay calm and make your move.
I'm gonna hold
no
this.
need to worry. I got your back. Stay calm and make your move. What do you need of me?
It's like I'm not meant to.
Picked out your bait yet? Solidify.
Stay calm and make your move.
Don't keep me waiting.
I don't understand.
Stay calm.
This will be over soon.
Okay. You progress?
What's in the document?
Does it have that aura around it? It does. I'm dead.
I've got an idea.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
Got it.
I'm so pissed.
Stay calm and
I'm
make your
actually
move. What's
so
in the
pissed.
document? Get out of my home!
Loud and clear. Let's go! Better leave it too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
I'm listening.
Finish or perish.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Not one step forward.
You're right. His mind protect.
I've got an idea. I've swallowed up the sun.
This time, we can make up for
What's in the document?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Considering the losses of our squad, there is no better option than to retreat immediately.
So wait. So I was right. I have to destroy all those things. Okay. It's an aerial unit. I'm preparing for this one this time. She a Vanguard. No.
Squad combat? I'm very familiar with that!
Sitting around in an office won't bring about justice. That's
Okay.
one thing I know for a
Narantuya
fact.
is able to attack all of those units because he's a loop shooter.
Finally giving me a real fun job?
Let's make this quick. My time is valuable.
I wonder who their target will be.
Illusions and traps are my tactics. Relax. Damn!
Let's get this done quick.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
I'm preparing for that fucking dragon.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma.
Vermin. Solidify.
I'm listening. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
No problem. Now we'll see them.
Volcanic soot contains... Watch out! Here goes Jelly Twirl!
This gavel of justice is weighty. Spero che siate pronti.
What are you waiting for? It's gotta be me!
No problem. Who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Oh, that was nasty.
Solidify.
Awaiting orders. Stand still. It'll spare all of us.
I had the wrong skill on fucking.
レンズが割れちゃった。How about a slice of lava cake before we head out? It was one of Mom's traditions.
Soldo.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
No problem. Now we'll see them.
I've got an idea. What do you fear most?
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Picked out your bait yet?
What should I play with you guys?
Signal stable, ready for action. Sorry, but I'm really not religious.
What are you waiting for? You got your best scraps!
This will be over soon.
Magma will dredge up Originian veins. Keep your distance.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? I'll take care of this place.
I don't think I have enough though.
Chen here.
Yeah, this ain't gonna
Ready
work.
at a moment's notice.
This time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report. This time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report. This time, those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
This will be over soon.
Why'd she take so long to start?
You don't look so good. Wasn't that just an early test? Every plan has to be tested, adjusted, and you repeat that until it's good to go. That's my secret to a foolproof success.
Yeah, I'm using the right skill.
How about a slice of lava cake before we head out? It was one of Mom's traditions.
Okay, I gotta kick this up and make this faster.
May my banner protect all those who...
Because I'm not gonna be able to pull everyone and put them in place
Let's head to
time.
the ambush point. Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
No problem. Let's get this done quick.
I've got an idea. I've swallowed up the sun.
I will not back down.
No tardará mucho.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma.
Can't you hear the children's cries?
Vermin. This will be over soon.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Let's get this done quick.
Solidify.
Watch out! Here comes Fairy Twirl!
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
I am fighting for more than just the law. Also the justice and virtue that extend beyond it.
No problem. Who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Yielding is not a gift.
This is the destreza of Iberia.
Yeah.
Considering the losses of our squad, there is no better option than to retreat immediately.
That's not gonna work. I can't manage all of that at one time.
We all have our roles to play. Use my abilities as best you see fit.
Follow me! Forward!
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
No problem. Let's get this done quick.
It's my duty to stand here.
I've got an idea. What? You think you're a better robber than me?
Acknowledged. Made up your mind? The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none with his vanity.
Flourish or perish.
Did you ever imagine friends turning against each other and homeland fading into nothing but memories?
I could have sworn that would have been enough. I need to get rid of those fucking eggs so I don't have to pay
Retreat
attention
at
to
once,
that.
while there's still time.
I'm getting worse and worse because I'm just stressing out about this. What's up, Kiari? I understand what to do. It's just getting back to that point without losing any of my
Where's the rally?
Let's make this quick. My time is valuable.
I won't sleep on the job.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Here I am.
I've got an idea. I've swallowed up the sun.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Here I am!
No problem. Who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Entendido.
Inútil.
Take aim!
Picked out your bait yet? Don't keep me waiting. This gavel of justice is weighty. Spero che siate pronti.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
Why is she still targeting her?
There you are!
Yo, that's not fair. Why is she still targeting her?
Maybe something else. More than enough to trade for a few enemy heads. Or would you rather bear the price of failure? Suit yourself.
Highest attack? This is irritating me. This is irritating me a little bit.
Make Texas the leader!
Let's make this quick. My time is valuable.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I've always wanted to try saying that.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
Signals, who would use a flag?
Damn! I've swallowed up the sun!
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
No tardará mucho.
Solid positioning.
I forgot I moved her over here to help with these guys.
Signals, who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield?
Awaiting us. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
Wait. Wait.
Awaiting orders.
So because I activated the skill,
It's too dangerous. I'll be the last line of defense. Doctor, please give the order to retreat.
because I activated the skill early, that increased his attack and made him stronger. So it targeted him. I'm going back to my original strategy, man.
All operators must maintain strict discipline.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
Relax, enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Magma will dredge up Originian veins. Keep your distance.
No problem, sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
Entendido. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks. This time, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Entendido. Entendido.
Forward.
No problem, sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Don't go too far.
Solidify.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma. My turn now? See you later!
This will be over soon.
Yeah. So now I know that doesn't work either.
Signals, sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Yielding is not an option.
And he heals within the fire too.
It's still my prey!
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Because I got rid of too many things at once. This is making this much harder than it needs to be.
I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
Oh, that's dumb.
You don't look so good. Wasn't that just an early test? Every plan has to be tested, adjusted, and you repeat that until it's good to go. That's my secret to a foolproof success.
Okay. I'm so done with
armaments,
this.
my combat style will also be obliged to adapt. Take due note when deploying me.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Where's...
I understand the objective you've set. Field missions are rare for me.
Let's get this over with.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
God, these towels are gonna be the death of me too.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Oh, she's gonna die. Oh, no, she's not. Okay.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
I've got enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Awaiting orders. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
May the light imbue you. Awaiting only your orders.
Vermin.
Yes, I am fully ready.
Yielding is not an option. It's my turn.
These tiles, dude.
Would any of you like to be my paint? Those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
They're blocking. That's what's happening. These are blocking the site. That's why she's not getting healed.
Thankfully, the volcano didn't want to keep me that badly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so annoying. So that's why everything I've tried hasn't been working. Okay, I don't need to change anything. I understand what's going on now.
Let's see. Which insect is falling
I'm gonna
into my
put
trap?
you up there.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Signals, let's get this done quick.
Bam! I've swallowed up the sun.
That's not who I meant to put there. I need to put you.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
And then you go here as
Capacity
well.
is enough, right?
I'm listening. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
No problem. Now we'll see them.
Okay, here's the time for risky shit.
Entendido.
Stand still. It'll spare all of us.
Yes, I am fully ready.
Your lives are mine to protect.
Don't worry about me, Professor. I've scaled a lot more volcanoes than you can imagine. This battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
That was not what I expected. I messed up by putting her there.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks.
Where do you wish I am Dublin?
What are you waiting for? It's gotta be me! Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Your attacks are all within my calculations.
Okay. Here's where it... Come on, get within range.
With the setting of the sun, the brush
And now
draws up the
she
peaks.
should start attacking.
This time, ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase. Then nourish and propagate.
Get rid of this egg and he should start attacking.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks.
That's fine. We have the...
Too difficult to explain.
Sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Where do you wish to go?
Okay, I don't want him to die there. I'm gonna start the attack as just a little closer.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible
Alive. Now.
I forgot he does that. Okay, that sucks. I should have started attacking.
I'm prepared to fight.
That actually might work in my favor, though.
I've got an
Range
idea.
right there. Okay.
Signal stable. Ready for action.
Go ahead and get rid of these.
Most of the time.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. Actually, this can work. This could work. This could work. This could work.
Vermin.
Come on, just get right there and then we can kill you
Yielding
here.
is not an option.
Stop with your bullshit. I have the wrong skill on Dusk, and I just realized that.
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws out the peaks.
Vengeance shall be no more.
Please, trust in me.
Suppress them.
I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
What are you waiting for? It's gotta be me!
Suppress them.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Solidify.
This endless burn. You need
Come
to
on,
prepare.
please be within
Where
range.
do you wish to go?
Ah, too soon. I forgot the invisible shit.
Yielding is not an option.
Picked out your bait yet?
Entendido.
This is the strength of Iberia.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
This will be over soon.
Wasn't enough DPS. I can do this. I can do this. I can really do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Doctor, you go on ahead. I'm gonna play with them some more.
I need him ready. I need him ready and in place. I didn't use her skill? Are you serious? Oh man, I feel fucking dumb too. Okay, hold on. Let me... This is so good. Oh, okay. Okay.
Raise your whips, swirl the sand, shade the sun.
This works.
Then take whatever you want.
I used her skill way too soon.
I'm very familiar with that!
Let's make this quick. My time is valuable.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
No problem. Let's get this done quick.
Incapacitating them is enough, right?
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not...
What do you fear
I forgot I
most?
swatched the move.
Relax.
I swapped the
I'll
move.
always help
That's
you
fine.
out.
No help here. Okay. As long as it's ready when I need it. I gotta remember that I have that.
Awaiting order.
This long night too shall now end.
No problem. Sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Please, trust in me.
Yes, I am fully ready.
I didn't even see it, but I know
Where did I
exactly
go
what
wrong?
happened.
Please double-check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Signals who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield.
No tardará mucho.
This will help charge him up, so I think this is gonna be fine.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use the skill this time. I'm gonna let this just happen.
Entendido.
This is the destreza of Iberia.
Oh, son, bow to me! Awaiting only your orders.
I kind of messed up just now, didn't I?
Relax. Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Oh my god, that worked out. But I messed up here.
No problem. Let's get this done quick.
Yeah.
Please, trust in me.
This battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
Ah, I thought I could finesse it.
I'm
I'm listening.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Don't keep me waiting.
I'm prepared for this endless burn. You needn't fear.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
This time, ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase, then nourish and propagate.
Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Fucking eggs, man.
Awaiting.
This is the Strait of Iberia. No problem. Let's get this done quick.
We can do this. Hi.
May the light imbue you.
Yes, I am
That's
fully
strong
ready.
enough. That is not where I want this to happen.
I've got an idea. What do you fear most?
Where do you wish to go?
This is not going the way that I wanted to, but it's just progress, I guess.
Signals. Let's get this done quick.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
Fine.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
I'm listening. Don't keep me waiting.
No problem.
I was just gonna get rid of him anyway. Okay.
Better leave the fine brush at home. This time, those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
Yo, can you target, like... Target her.
Solidify.
Follow me.
Suppress them.
Oh, crap.
I'm listening.
There's one more.
All right, rock and roll.
Don't keep better watch your step.
Oh, that just ruined this whole thing.
Please, trust in me.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Hindrance shall be no more. Awaiting only your orders.
Where do you wish to go?
And now there's no way it can mess up, right? Okay.
Doctor, what's the matter?
Relax. I'll always help you out.
Ooh, that hurt.
Don't worry about those particles have no place here.
Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you. I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
Picked out your bait yet?
I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
I've got an idea! I've swallowed up the sun!
With the setting of the sun, the brush draws up the peaks.
Mission accomplished.
Why did it just keep going? Oh, it didn't. Okay, I thought I saw it flash on the other side of my eye. Oh. Let's wrap this up. Your Highness, the singer has just sent word that the elocutionist and the rest have taken Loshni. They're on their way to County Hillock. I see. He only sent news that after our troops left and the leader had already set out for County Hillock. He seemed to want to avoid offering the elocutionist and his group, but also to avoid accusations of concealing information. What should we do with him? Dumlin has never needed him to be our eyes. I'm so happy we completed that. No one is counting on him for this. My utmost apologies. I'll take full responsibility. I assumed they were heading towards County Hillock on orders and never imagined they dared to take Loshni, but they haven't gotten far, so we can still catch up if we set off now. Your Highness, I have news from your sister. She hopes you can curb the elocutionist and his men from acting rashly and bring her back. She said that herself? That's right. I'll mobilize the troops at once. Hold on. Your Highness, we should stop them as soon as possible. Hold on 1 second. Also, I don't want to go to County Hillock straight from the dragon's mouth. If that's truly her desire, then she ought to realize it with her own hands. It will be no difficult task with her flames. Has she not already sentenced quite a few to death in the name of the leader? Tell her this, that is what she wants. She can do it herself. No, there's no need for even that. Your Highness, if I may be so bold, she is my sister. The giant dragon flaps its steel wings, stirring up the flaming vortex, but Loshni does not waver. She stabs her spear firmly in its eye socket. Still, unable to commit to killing me, Loshni? Gradually, the dragon's voice overlaps with Ablana, and she eventually, even its body becomes hers. Ablana's just the goat, man. She's a little crazy though. The scenery around them changes swiftly, just like that night in the ruins with Lebriath. What? And just like that night in the ruins with Lebriath. I just don't know. What exactly do you want? You deceived me. You lied to so many. All for what? For the city to be burned alongside you? To become your next legendary King Galil? I never lied to you. And why should I believe you now? What exactly is Nasorsi to you? What about Tara? I always believed that we shared the same dream, so why do they seem so completely different now? Or will dreams eventually become a card for you to play in your mad pursuit of power? One that you will inevitably grow bored of, just like Lushni back in County Hillock. County Hillock? I saw no desire to return to me in your eyes back then. Only belief. Was I mistaken? Though I was truly sick of it back in County Hillock. With my flames, I can mold anything I want. I can mold anything I want into any shape I want. Everything except my reflection in the mirror. No matter how large a blaze I stoke, she wouldn't change one bit. Because you've never burned her directly. Because I never burned you directly. I've only ever waited. I've always been waiting. Waiting for you to give me an answer. An answer? What about you, Lushni? What do you want? Yes, it's good that your blood and your upbringing you carry yourself high, but if you want for nothing, then what sort of position am I meant to leave by your side for you? Go on. This is your wish on a snowy night. I'll let you aspire as grand as you want. True, you never used your flames on me, but only because you had other tools more suitable for the task. Fear, duty, guilt, sympathy. You never asked me directly to change, but you've done so indirectly countless times. So all my attempts to guide you were useless, yet my apathy bore fruit? How terribly ironic. Whatever the case, you finally returned of your own will, ready to embrace a real life. That is enough. Conspiracies, lust for power, war, is that what you'd call a real life? Is it not? Stories, poems, legends, do you think those are enough to constitute a life worthy of you or I? I know, I've always been ashamed of myself. Even now I hate myself for not sharing your suffering. I was the one who left, forcing you to shoulder it all on your own, letting them mold you into who you are now. No, Lushni. Recently I've been wondering if you're just as arrogant as I am. The only difference is that my arrogance is directed at the land and yours is solely focused on me. What? Conspiracies, lust for power, war? Why do you assume those are what shaped me? They have never changed me. They simply happen to take on a form I was able to wield with ease, nothing more. The tiniest bit of power can decide whether one lives or dies. Even more power can decide the fate of armies, and an overwhelming amount can decide the rise and fall of nations. But power comes to an end. Poets have always known this, and I think you do too. Am I wrong? Death mocks all equally, preparing a predestined end for those who crave power, ruthlessly snatching away everything they spent their whole lives chasing. So if you knew your path would come to naught, why did you still? Eblana backs away from this giant steel-forged dragon, follows suit. Wait, Eblana backs away as the dragon follows suit. Is it escaping or is it trying to hide? Lushni subconsciously eases her fire, but in the next moment bites down her lip and abruptly increases her strength, pushing Eblana forward. Very good. At least you have learned from the most fundamental thing required for a life without me. Cruelty, determination. If you've decided this path is for your life, then step forward and never look back. You should be telling that to the people of Nesorsi. Let me finish. Death mocks all equally, yet I shall mock death. So bless me, dear sister, for I am finally about to embark on a grand journey. Eblana retreats again and again, the smile on her face fainter than ever. The sensation in Lushni's arms of piercing through steel gradually lessens until it feels as smooth as a stroke through the body, then as hollow as running a spear through flame. Until an immense force, like the final flash of a dying light, erupts from her spear tip, pulling Loshni towards the other side. Ice-cold flames wrap around her body, and she suddenly realizes that she now stands at the entrance of the citadel on a red dragon square, right in the middle of the fire, returning right. Or perhaps the dragon skeleton she is currently entangled with merely returned to its original position and took the chance to pull her, with her firm grip on her spear, into the core of the funeral flames. Funeral flames, Jesus. Do you still wish to get away from me, Lushni? Light shoots out from Lushni's sphere, brighter than ever. In a flash, she feels a burning sensation as painful as her internal organs rupturing repeatedly. The flames of life burst and fade in the center of death, again and again, until her weapon can no longer stand her overloaded arts and burst aflame as well. The dragon's bones clash and collide with each other, like the thousands of mouths singing their separate elegies. The flames slowly grow warmer as Eblana's figure gradually fades. Loshni's lips quiver, itching to say words of farewell. In her heart, she scans every book she has read, yet is unable to recall an appropriate line. Before she dissipates, Eblana slowly cradles Loshni in an embrace. Farewell, till death do us meet again. I hope you do enjoy my parting gift. Parting gift? The mourners in the square are completely oblivious as to what is occurring within the flames. All they see is a fire growing taller and stronger, now covering the pedestal, the coffin, the dragon sculpture, the citadel, yet continuing to ascend. The flames distort the dragon's figure. They can no longer tell whether it is flapping its wings in flight in a deathmatch between some unseen foe, or crying out in anguish with its head run through. Everyone is silent, trying to identify its posture in the firelight. But all is in vain, until Bridget cries out in surprise. The fire changed color. The fire changed color. A strong wind rising up from the ground turns the sky-searing purple flames into a maelstrom. And at the bottom where the coffin lies arises a small but scorching sun. The entire deep purple vortex seems to light up, emitting a shining yellow from the bottom to top. Everyone near the bonfire backs away. Flames suddenly bear warmth, nearly burning them. The rising heat dissipates, evaporating even the stream of sorrow. Perhaps a miracle is about to occur. This is the only thought on anyone's mind. A miracle. One I have no choice but to accept for Tara. Is this the parting gift you prepared for me, sister? Eblana is undeniably dead. She cannot answer. Loshni tries to recall their hug. Expectations met, a pinch of warmth, and a cold calculation. What were the proportions of each in that embrace? Or maybe all those things were inseparable to Eblana. You're right, Eblana. If this was your ultimate goal, if you insist on laying this blood-stained crown atop my head, then yes. That word. Until death, we shan't meet again. A flaming vortex exhales and dissipates. The red dragon, the one who led Tarans through the long night, steps forth from the statue's center towards the entirety of Nesorsi. Her expression is blurred by flame, yet her figure is as solid as the ever-persistent life on the land. One step, then another. Her feet step over the coffin still burning in purple embers. There's no body within, only that familiar flame-spewing spear of the leader. The crowd holds their breath, and the square falls silent, as if they stand outside a hospital's delivery room, or perhaps a cemetery after the last shovel of soil has been heaped into a grave. Only dancing flames remain, without rest. I can forgive everything else you've done to me, Ablana, but not this parting gift. Never. From past to present, your name will sink into oblivion alongside the countless names who built Tara. The only red dragon of Tara will be Loshini Dublin. I have returned. The red dragon who led you in the fight against Victoria, in the fight for impudence and freedom. Loshini Dublin is back from the abyss of death. I've died to quench the flames upon you all. But the rain of tears you shed for me extinguished that fire, allowing me to return from the abyss. This time, though, I will not drive you to your deaths. Our grand undertaking is complete. Never again will there be a cause for countless Tarans to offer up their lives and leave us only ruins and wailing. I pray with all my heart that every Taran will be able to curb their own flame. Flames that come from slavery, from oppression, from humiliation, from sorrow, that never died out, not for thousands of years. I neither need nor expect you to forget. I only hope that you can do as our ancestors did and let the flames become your lamp. A lamp that first warms yourself and then illuminates the path for us all, so we can truly laugh, sing, and live in our homeland. A bright yet gentle light. While the crowd is still mulling over her words, one of the residents suddenly cries out in pain. Why is it the burn on my hand suddenly hurting? I guess they still don't get it yet. Wait, the colors of all our lamps. Even mine has changed colors. These are the lights the red dragon hopes you can carry to warm yourselves. The purple fire blink belongs only to the dead, yet we unwittingly let our flames be dyed its color through overwhelming death and loss. But we mistook that fire for a blessing and allowed ourselves to be dragged towards the abyss. If the red dragon hadn't killed herself tonight, and we hadn't managed to return her flames, we could all have been dead by now, turned into walking corpses. To extinguish the flames of death ourselves. You said that's why she killed herself? A sense of guilt that had crept up on Nemos after the purple flames vanished leaves her unable to reply. She only nods slightly. Then she feels a sudden chill on her face. It was a drop of water. Nemos lifts her head and looks to the distant sky. Please, give me an image of Nemos looking up to the sky. Please. Please. I have the perfect way it could look in my head. Moira look up at the damp raindrops pelt their faces, gently washing their tears away. It is raining. Please. Her looking up. No. On Saman's eve, the rain falls, heavier and heavier, but the crowd still remains in the square. They wish to thank the Red Dragon for returning their lives, for separating life from death. But the dragon tells everyone she will remain here until everyone returns home to rest. So the people gradually disperse, and eventually return. The Wakemen and refugees bid goodbye to the dragon. They worry that some of the dead, who have not returned their fire yet, will gather around the ruins, although that worry is unfounded. By the time the sun rises, no longer will there be any wandering dead on Taran Sorrow. Amidst sobs, Nemos bids goodbye to the dragon as well. The next day, she'll wake up early to collect bricks from all over town to make a new door for Cullen's workshop. The huge square empties out, leaving only a red dragon and a nomad. Where are you off to next, Bridget? Not sure there's anywhere to go, really. All I've ever done is pass on messages and report oncoming catastrophes. I think they'll replace my job, though. What are they called again? Catastrophe messengers? They've been less and less of us nomads anyhow, so I guess I'm glad someone will carry the work at least. You should try contacting Rhodes Island. What's that? A pharmaceutical company. They're good people. You'll have to look for their headquarters. It's a land ship. I'll write them a letter tomorrow, and I was hoping you could deliver it for me. I think you'll like the place. But for tonight, you ought to rest inside the fort. We can't have you sleeping in a tent with all this rain. Let's head to the Citadel gates first. The two of them slowly make their way towards the Citadel. The downpour continues, and the fire on the sculpture is nearly extinguished. Only the faint flame of an indistinct color flickers in the dragon's eye sockets. They suddenly hear a voice from behind. Stubbornness and stupidity really are hereditary. I'm telling you. How can someone forget their own bet? Is there someone still in the square? It's that invisible brother of mine. He made a bet with me. Invisible? Don't turn around, Lushni. It's a wee bit awkward, that one. No fan of being seen, I'm sure. Huh. Looking at the flickering flame in the dragon's eyes, Lebriac recalls a time centuries past, when Ililil was still a lad with a cracking voice, while his own beard had just started to sprout. Mygriad, I don't know, the Exquisite, was promoting everything with Victorian in the royal capital, and ultimately even banned a favorite custom for Taran commoners placing bets. That day, Lebriac had exploded into an argument with his mother, with an unprecedented level of rage. Afterwards, his mother ordered him to fast and reflect. But Alil sneaked into his brother's bedroom with a big piece of steak for him. The brothers blew out every light in the room and merely gorged themselves, even licking their fingers clean. Enough stubbornness. Soon, everyone in the capital will be a Victorian, Alil said. Lebriac stroked his still soft beard and merely shook his head. He asked, then why not make a bet with me? Once mother's gone, not a soul will willingly continue pretending they're Victorian. Fine, Alil reported. The older brother burst into laughter. What's on the table then? What'd make a good wager? Why not the crown? If you win, I'll never set foot in the place for the rest of my life. No, I'll wager anything but that. Alil had refused. It was I who insisted on having it my way, half as a joke and half hungry for a gamble. I nearly put him to tears, didn't I? Yes, because Alil was always the type to give in. He definitely agreed. And so, in the end, he said, all right, if you go, then never come back. Afterwards, I ended up leaving the place, wondering for years as Alil spent that time unhappy at the capital. I heard that after losing half his men in the court, Alil was controlled by not even Victorians, but Taran nobles speaking with Victorian accents. You lost, Lebriac. No matter how homesick you are. You spent far too long on this family visit. Not to mention you're just a pathetic shadow cast by firelight. Man, you have your own road to walk. No more breaking promises. Right, just like that? Take out that purple fire from the stab wound on your chest. And now, return it to the dragon who walked the same path as you did. The exiled king's face twists from pain, but nevertheless, he extends his arm bit by bit towards the eye of the skeleton. Let's see, Lil. Is this your blades? Can phantoms also feel pain? Can they shed tears of anguish? Or is it merely the rain dripping through him as his body fades to nothingness? He can no longer tell. Or perhaps the flame of your good descendant here. Labriot. Oceany snaps around. There's no sign of anyone else in the square. Only the purple fire in the dragon's eyes. It flares up for a split second before the rain extinguishes it completely.
Doctor, did I do a good job?
This story is really good.
Right?
It's really good. Dang, that's the voices go through all of it. Just before the mother engaged. Why didn't they read this part near the end? Just before the mother engaged the dark mist, the wakemen of the woods came to remind her that she had yet to do which was the most important: hold a proper funeral for her daughter. The mother had intended to fight the dark mist to the death, but tears began to stream down her face when the wakemen sang their ancient song, and she chose to follow tradition and hold a wake for her daughter. Although the night she cried at the purple bonfire, representing her daughter's soul, the downpour of tears quenched the fire burning through the city, nearly extinguishing even the purple funeral fire. When the wakeman once again asked the mother if she would still fight the dark mist to the death, she gazed upon the smoldering bonfire with tears on her face, saying, "I cannot abandon my kingdom's people." As she said those words, the feeble purple flame suddenly turned bright yellow. Her daughter rose from death and walked out of the flames, and mother and daughter embraced each other. So it's Loshini, it's Reed. So ends the story, not in fragments, but a true ending. Congratulations, we pieced together the truth. And what a happy ending. This is all thanks to you. Come, let us toast, and I'll write this all down and publish it well, publishing it may be a challenge, but now that it's complete, the funeral, the bonfire, the resurrection, you saw everything. I never expected you to find courage to return to Nesorsi, singer. And it was a lovely ending, wasn't it? Eblana departed. Wait. The Dublin, the singer? What the fuck? So that's how he had seen all of this. Don't ask me why he changed races. And it was a lovely ending, wasn't it? Eblana departed with the dead, never to return. As for you, your highness. As for you, your highness, Loshini, I dedicate this story to you, whether to publish it, seal it away, or have it fade into obscurity along with the remnants of Dublin like me. It's all up to you. Was I right this whole freaking time, man? I almost regret allowing you to belittle yourself with a title like the singer. You. Wait, what? You're not Loshini, you're Eblana. The one singer swings his arm furiously, spilling his drink on the table. You're dead. You can't be alive. You were killed twice. Once by spear and once by fire. You shouldn't be here. Or am I dead? This isn't funny. You're dead, Red Dragon. Go back to where you belong. I see. That's it. It was all a lie. You never died. You killed Loshni instead. It was all a trick, an illusion. If so, what becomes of your story? My story? Have you calmed down? You shouldn't be alive, no. Has death ever been an eternal sleep for me? What could I do with life? What I could do with life, I could do with death. As for completing the story, writer, let me tell you one thing. All that matters is fire. The purple fire. The purple fire from your story, it may seem ethereal, but it is no fiction. It is true that over the long course of the war, I shared too much of my flame with others and became weak, feeble. The fire spreads, fire consumes, fire grows. After the battle with the undead on the Gastral, I needed to take back the flames I had given away, which had been growing on the plains, in the ruins, in the hearts of people. You wanted it repaid with interest. Taxation is the most basic authority of a monarch. Mundane kings collect blood taxes to nurture their armies, to fight over land and people that will last mere centuries at most. I collect blood taxes to pave a road between life and death with the red dragon's flame, so that all those caught in between will look up at me. The ravings of a madwoman. No doubt it sounds that way to you, for you cannot fathom what happens when enough death to consume a nation is returned to its master. 1,000 years of anger, sorrow, and hatred converged on me all at once. Did you think it would let my flesh and spirit fade away so easily? A slave to hatred, what a fitting end for you. Have you already forgotten what I said in your story? Everyone and everything thought they could mold me just happened to take on a form I was able to wield with ease. Were I truly their slave, you'd have been ash the moment I saw you. You lunatic. That's why you allowed Wellington to station his troops in the dark woods, to blockade the city, even continue the curfew. You never intended to spare Nasorsi. Why, thank you for finally being willing to shed light on the unpleasant truth of the Dark Mist and Wellington. Does the Battle of the Silver Rock Bluffs, which you witnessed from the deck of the Gastral, still haunt you in your alcohol-fueled dreams? It's never left you, has it? Why else would you be so obsessed with depicting the mist dangling above the people's heads? Yet you loathe to define it. The curfew was just justified at, oh my god. The curfew was justified at first. There were still Victorian spies in Nasorsi at the time, indeed. The Duke of Wellington stepped up the blockade when Loshni entered the city, because he wanted to smother any possibility of news leaking about the two red dragons. And the foot that disappeared came back on its own. Brigadier was more than just your most trusted lieutenant. He was also the captain of Wellington Red Steel Guard. When he went to ask for supplies, Wellington acquiesced. Wellington simply became disappointed. And Loshni, Jesus Christ, slow down. Wellington simply became disappointed in Loshni when she left Nasorsi to seek the Wakeman. That's all. You should thank her, really. You never escaped the woods if Wellington hadn't relaxed the blockade out of disappointment. As for the victory party you were so afraid to describe, don't tell me you really glorified it into a fairy tale in your memories. Of course not. What happened to the Dubliners who weren't willing to give up their power, the ones you took away on pretext? They were swallowed by the dark mist, as you put it, quite literally. But Loshni still managed to make up her mind and killed you, and Wellington didn't follow your ridiculous orders. Suppose I believe that your aberrant purple fire left you a vessel. What do you plan to do with it? Lead an army of the dead to retake Tara? I won't help you. No living soul will. You and your dead friends could go straight to hell. Indeed, you were never suited to be Dublin's singer. You cling on to what you see and believe. When the two could no longer be reconciled, you chose self-destruction rather than give up on either. But do you really imagine that everything is gone the way you think? This is so... A letter, Your Grace. You may enter. Is it urgent? No, ma'am. But look at the seal. It corresponds to no emblem on record from the past 50 years. Tara, the Duke of Castor scrutinizes what the servant is holding. On the edge of the envelope is an emblem excavated from the dust of history. The young have never seen it, while the old have forgotten it. Only those forced to keep an eye on history remember its source. We are unclear whether it's the mark of Tara or of King Galil. I never took you for a scholar of heraldry. That was not my intention. It is enough that we know what it signifies. To the Duke of Castor. Open it and read it aloud. Not too quickly. Yes, ma'am. There is no greeting. Your previous letter was received. The response was delayed as the time was not yet ripe. Now it is. From this day forth, martial law has been hereby lifted in the Sorcy and surrounding lands south of Grey Hills. So both of them, Sorcy and the surrounding lands south of Grey Hills. So yeah, the Sorcy and the surrounding lands had martial law lifted. Okay. Extra, read all about it. Martial law to be lifted at midnight across all of Terra. Publishing restrictions lifted. The art community rejoices. Read more on page 2. Finally, now we can call this a proper tavern. Here, with the curfew lifted, you can drink all through the night. Besides, it's my birthday. Drinks are on the house. Really? You sure about this? There's enough people in the city to drink you out of house and home. Worry about yourself. Look at you, rich boy. Leaving your lamp in the middle of the day. I was just so busy I forgot. Leaving it on in the middle of the day. It's been warm lately, so I've been renovating. Thought I'd take the day off. Guess I really have been too busy. So how about another beer? Got to get this fatigue out of my system. Here you go. On the other hand, I'm almost more afraid of not being tired. Being tired is how I know I'm still breathing. No, that's not quite it. How should I put this? Living? Yes, living. You too, ma'am. Here's one for you. Oh, it's you, Emma. I'm sorry. I gotta get going. Off to do your time on the AG plate? Yeah. No idea how you managed to smuggle all that food out last year, but I hear you've been paying it off with honest work over there. So no need to be shy now. Have one on me. Thank you. To living. To Tara. To... Emma holds the cup with one hand and puts the other in her pocket, clutching the necklace she reclaimed last winter. The words said to her when it was returned come out of her mouth almost by instinct. To all our countrymen who gave their lives for Terra. You're really leaving, Bridget? Yeah, the burdened beasts are calling for me from their pastures. Besides, still haven't been to this Rhodes Island that Loshini wanted me to go see. Want to come with? Maybe if I have a chance. It's just sad that you're the one who brought us to Nasorsi but can't stay yourself. It's not that I couldn't, I just choose not to. Like your own choice to stay. Say hi to the Wakemen for me, if they come back to the city. Is that your intuition again? It's not always right, but I don't smell that burning stink anymore. It smells like fresh buds in the spring dew in the morning. The brigade Hello, Brigader. You two know each other? You could say that. What are you doing here? I don't recall anything happening which the Red Steel Guard would be deployed for. I'm on leave. I came to honor the memory of my comrades, scoundrels to be sure, but they fought by my side. If you're looking to take revenge for those who died during your exile, this is your chance. A brawl with the soldier on leave wouldn't be considered an attack on the military. It wasn't you that killed Selman and the others, not directly. I'll remember what you did, but that's enough for me. I see. What more can anyone ask for than to be remembered? Beltane? Beltane, also known as the Festival of Fire, is scheduled to be revived in the coming days. The fire passing ritual will start in Oak Grove County. You're awfully quiet. Are you nervous? No, it just strikes me that we managed to turn what you'd see in the books into reality. On the last day of spring, we extinguish the fires in our homes, then come together to relight them in Beltane. In the smoke of the bonfire and drifting ash, we welcome the coming of a new season and of new life. Your Highness Loshini, the lighting ceremony will begin in a few minutes. All right, thank you. Maybe I've waited too long for this. Feels no realer than a dream. I'm so happy. For the first time in a story, at least the first time in a very long time, the Chaotic curse didn't take away a character that I wanted. She's still here. Even after the purple fire, she's here. I wanted to sing Nemos, but you've already sung for me back in the Sorcy, so this time the flames in my hand will do the singing. One more thing, Your Highness. About Her Highness Ablana. Your Highness, it's time. Sorry, Nemos. We can speak after the ritual. The Draco steps forward. A stone platform, sculpted in the style of the ruins, serves as her lectern. She lights the bonfire upon it and turns around. From the square below her, many faces gaze up with bated breath. I am losing my voice. She takes a deep breath. 1,000 years ago, the Draco of Victoria invaded Tara, creating the tile of King Galil as an epithet. Where's my phone? Epithet, okay. As an epithet, wait, what is it? As an epithet of shame, robbing the nomadic Taurans of their freedom. 600 years ago, the reigning King Galil had no choice but to allow the Victorians to remake the royal capital in their own image. 200 years ago, the Aslans seized the crown of Victoria, but once again they trampled the dreams of the Taurans beneath their feet, such that even our language was almost lost. Now Tara stands on her own. I recite this history of shame, not to fan the flames of hatred, but in defense of peace. Sing what songs of Victorians suffice to praise the beauty you see. Tell what tales in Taran will move the passions. We remember so what might provide the living the dignity of life, and the dead the promise of reunion. Throughout the cold night, we shall retain a warm flame. As such, I, Loshini Dublin, the last descendant of the Taran Dracos, I shall light this fire symbolizing new life. May it guide the way for all, whether living or departed. Enclosed You'll find templates for nomadic city immigration forms. Signed, the Kingdom of Tara. This is treason. The King of Tara has long been one of the titles of the Victorian Emperor. Nothing in this letter denies it. To avoid conflict, the Red Dragon has even indefinitely delayed the coronation so many are looking forward to. But in reality, the indecisive claimant, the corrupt oligarchs, the blockading army, and the flames of dissent, all these issues have been put to rest. For the first time in centuries, they proudly tell a new legend of King Galel. In the short term, the unrest has indeed been contained within Wellington's domain. With time, however, it can become a greater threat than any insurrection. Tara must not be allowed to secede from Victoria. As long as Wellington doesn't take his entire territory away on the nomadic city, the other dukes and I will continue negotiating with him. Yes, ma'am. I'll draft some long-term plans regarding that. I am definitely losing my voice. It's finally over. Well done. Well done indeed. Thank you. So, what was it you wanted to say about Eblana before the ceremony? We never found her body. If she somehow survived, I worry that someday a completely different story will be told about the resurrection of the Red Dragon. What story? That it was no miracle but the assassination of one dragon by another? Worse than that. I see. You're afraid that Eblana will return and paint the whole thing as a conspiracy I orchestrated. Our position is unaccessible. Whatever. We both know my mouse battery died. Hold on. We both know that her body disappeared earlier that night, after you killed her the first time. What I dragged through the streets wasn't her body, but an empty coffin. I know. I also know that... They did say they were creating an ending. So they left out the part where her body disappeared. So the writer, when the story was being told to him, he didn't know that detail. Okay. I also know that it was I who used the last spark of fire she left in her spear to ignite the coffin. Yeah, that whole ending was fabricated. It was I who left the city to parley with Wellington, laying out our plans to exchange for him delaying the military action while they played out. It was I who walked into the fire the people had returned to Eblana. I who quenched and replaced the fire of death with the fire of life, and I who walked out of the fire in the end. We've known all this since the day on the balcony of the Sorcy Citadel. Eblana left us a puzzle with no solution. The only way out was a miracle we scripted and directed. If anything, the true miracle was the Wakemen returning to the city. If Eblana hadn't awakened the exiled king, if Bridget hadn't delivered the message centuries overdue, if Morin hadn't persuaded them, with just the two of us, the miracle could never have occurred. So, what is there to fear at this point? Eblana has cut any path leading away from the throne. All I can do is devote the rest of my days to Tara, and patiently await my judgment in some unknowable future. Oh, so now he's learning of the actual truth. Nemos was dragging an empty coffin. Loshni was planning to resurrect the dragon the moment she first killed you. You're lying. I know, it was Wellington. He found a coincidence and lifted the blockade on his own. You just won't give up, will you? The Iron Duke With a coincidence? Hilarious. You promised him that only good could come of your scheming. All I promised him on the Gaster was that I could change the direction of Tara, so long as Loshini was willing to return. The red dragon who breathes flames of death. The Spectre Force with its dead soldiers. Dublin with its blood-stained hands. Everything was fated to sink into darkness, while the Tarans united under the banner of the one and only Red Dragon. Of course, His Grace was unaware that everyone in Nisorsi was meant to die for the plan, but I knew. A city of doomed souls in exchange for Tara's lasting stability only could come of it, no? A shame that the Duke isn't fond of Loshini. Things could have gone even more smoothly otherwise. Sophistry. You lied to Wellington. Your plan was already anything but harmless, and the people of Nisorsi did live, to everyone's surprise. In exchange for their lives, God, Loshini reached for the scepter of power that she detested so much. She chose to write a saga, a novel, a miracle that should have been beneath her noble dignity. It was something only she could do. Something that wouldn't have been possible even a few years ago. Would you have placed a miracle on the scales from the start? What if Loshini had failed? Then you wouldn't be sitting here enjoying your drink. I'm sure you've heard stories about what the Iron Duke does to whoever he considers an obstacle. Every story begins with an inspiration. Memories rush into the writer's mind like seawater at high tide. He struggles to break free, only to find himself powerless against an oncoming tide. Red Dragon, you knew from the beginning. You almost destroyed Nisorsi. You made a mockery of all of Tara. Now, I must object to that. I simply fulfilled a promise. Is being true to one's word no longer a virtue? Even you yourself admitted that this was a happy ending. No, never. This isn't how the story ends. This isn't how my story's supposed to go. The writer sees a sliver of white. He falls to his knees and crawls along the ground, trying to collect the scattered sheets of paper that had flown loose. 1, 2, 3, he clutches them in his hand along with his pen. No. And what would you like to write? Let me help you. No. The writer's shoulders tremble hysterically. Panicked, he begins to back off until his back hits the rickety wall of the tavern. Grabbing his pen like a spear, he begins to stab the paper. Muttering it under his breath, he only manages to cover them with scattered ink blots. Soon, even his muttering loses coherence. Yeah, not doing that. The commotion causes the drunken barkeep to come out from behind the counter and grab him by the collar. What you babbling about? Realizing that he can no longer form words, the writer looks desperately towards the woman, watching him with disinterest. He points at the woman's hands, then at his own mouth. The meaning was clear. You lost your words. Perhaps you hit your head from excitement, or had a minor stroke, or perhaps it's because you saw something you believed in so firmly, for so long, shattered to pieces. The very thing that inspired you to join Dublin caused you to stay away from at the victory party, made you turn back to Nisorsi halfway, but it's time to wake up. With a trembling hand, the writer tries to write on his palm, believes only crooked, disjointed lines. You wrote a story for Tara, a complete story, not a collection of fragments. It's a good one. I like it. And I like it even more now that it belongs to me, not to you. Slangofoil. I know I didn't say that right. Singer. No. Writer. The last Dubliner. I look forward to the stories you'll tell me when death reunites us. With one last glance at the writer, the woman tosses a few coins onto the table and walks out of the tavern. A memory comes back to the writer. was the same look Ablana gave him that night, a year and a half ago, when he decided to delay his report after the leader's shadow had already departed, in hopes, staying in both sides' good graces. What should I call you then? Whatever you're thinking, I'm only Necras here. Unless you too find a signed sheet of paper to hold no power whatsoever. Operator Necras. If you find the title necessary, erudite. I'm kinda confused here. For my part, I'm more curious about your lack of reaction upon hearing the whole story. She told them. I've already heard the story. A lapse on my part, I see. First a private letter from the Sorcy, then fragments through official channels. Loshni is getting better at this. I presume she told you all about me, which is why you're willing to sit down with me by yourself and hear out what this patchwork tale of illusions and insinuations. I'm kind of confused why she's at Rhodes Island. Yeah, kind of like that's kind of what? She's unaware you're in a position to tell stories. That makes your courage all more admirable. And I mustn't neglect to give credit to Loshni where it's due. She's more than just a qualified dance partner now. She's ready to take the lead. I do hope she enjoys herself. Sounds like you like your new toy, like you like your new powers, your new toy. Of course I do. The powers of the dead aren't necessarily greater than those of the living, but they are more lasting and harder to check. But you'll soon grow bored of them. Oh crap. Followers, martyrs, domination status. Like everything else you've ever had, you'll grow bored of them. Life is short, but death is long, erudite. And there are still so many interesting people in the mortal realm. That alone is reason enough for me to await them in death. So you gave Reed your old toys. Cutting question, erudite. But I'll allow it. I'm still confused. And not only because your accusation is astute, if prejudiced, but also because you are one of the interesting people I mentioned. What makes me interesting? I am inseparable from death. Is it not the natural order of things that those like me should be drawn to Rhodes Island? I was drawn, so I came. This place is always covered in a scent of death after all. Especially around you, my dear erudite. What? Who is she calling erudite? I don't understand. Erudite. Having or showing great knowledge or learning. Is she talking to the doctor? You will someday. She is talking to the doctor. You will someday, when the tides erupt and the night of deaths descends. You will be grateful for my presence, so as long as you do not mock your predicament. As for right now, I am simply the shadow of Tara's leader. Just Necras, nothing more. And that's how it ends. My God. Took a while for me to finish it, but that was a good story. Oh, that's crazy. When did this? What? Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
The usual.
Oh, it came with chapter 15 on CN. Also, must have came with that massive update. They really do intend on syncing us together, don't they? All right, guys. As much as I'd like to sit and talk about this, my throat hurts. And I'm hungry. Am I filling some blanks? If everything was metaphorical, then the fire represented hatred and the desire to keep going to war, similar to the Sarkis with the myriad of souls. The hatred that was consuming wasn't meant to be literal. It was just in the sense of a post-war country where the only things left inside of them is violence and hatred for those that they fought and were oppressed.
Somebody's got it easy. Never thought there'd come a day when the doctor.
Where was I? The hatred that was consuming wasn't meant to be literal. It was just in the sense of a post-war country where the only things left inside them is violence and hatred for those that they fought and were oppressed by, and it was killing them by consuming them in their entirety. This hatred was bred by Ablana and was continuing to spread outward from the Sorcy. So she created the Black Mist to contain her flame, which was Wellington. Wellington ensured that people were not permitted to come and go from the Sorcy and spread hatred to the other parts of Tara, therefore expanding the flames towards the rest of the world. Essentially, meaning her influence and the hatred towards Victoria and the world. So all of this was political. And they just... Wait. If it wasn't... I thought this... Okay. It makes more sense with Arknight, with what's going on in Arknights now. I thought this was like some power, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. It makes a lot more sense now that I'm thinking about it. That really was just a story. Yeah, it was just told in a fairy tale style. This hatred was bred by... Oh, I read that. Wellington ensured that people were not permitted to come and go from the source. He spread hatred to other parts of Tara, therefore expanding the flames towards the rest of the world. Essentially just meaning her influence and hatred towards Victoria in the world. The only way these flames that Eblana bred could be destroyed was if she was killed. Because without the figurehead for the radicalization, they would simply fall apart, and Reed could take up her spot and replace it with another kind of flame. Which she does, and she does also actually kill Eblana. She just now kind of undead. Eblana intended to essentially kill everyone in this sorcery using Wellington to snuff out her flames. Before they could spread, but individuals like Brigader and Wellington start to somewhat relent and even go against her wishes. And the reason they emphasize that killing her would kill the people of Nesorsi is because they would have likely completely devoured their own sanities and bodies after learning that the one that soaked her flames was now just dead like a cult. When the leader dies, which is the importance of Reed to calm the flame and replace it with hope and emotion other than hatred and anger. Some say she was already dead before chapter 9. Sheesh. Yeah, that was a good ass story. I like the way it was told too, even though it was like super fairy tale-ish. That was a really good story. But I'm gonna go because my throat hurts like a bitch. And I'm very hungry. Thank you guys for watching this with me or reading this along with me. Thank you, Comey and Baki and Vias, Hio Panda, BV Stew, FVA, Magia. Thank you to everyone that was here. Yeah, my throat's killing me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay chaotic. I'm going to go make some tea.